I'm Robert Johnson, Colgate class of 1994, and I'm very honored to be Colgate's 2019 Entrepreneur of the Year. I got into Colgate, I lived in Dallas at the time, and I knew I wanted to go to school in the Northeast, and Colgate was the best school I got into, but I was also recruited there to throw shot put and discus, and also met my wife. She was a javelin thrower. I love my time at Colgate. I spent 4 years doing almost everything I could there. I was on the track and field team. I was part of the Greek system. I double majored. I had a very serious girlfriend who I'm not married to for the last 20 some odd years. But I was also involved in the TV station and learned a lot about managing people and managing time and budgets and everything else, running a very small TV station. Started my first software company when I was in, I think, 8th grade. Started another one in high school and early college. None of them did particularly well. In fact, they didn't make any money, but they were kind of my early forays into what we call now entrepreneurship. I graduated Colgate in '94 and I didn't have a job. So I came back to Dallas, kind of stumbled into being number 2 in a very small software company here in Dallas. And long story short, ended up taking the company over 2 years later and becoming the CEO of a 3-person software company. And we built that over the next 10 years to be the dominant player in our particular industry. Sold that company in 2006 to a public-based company in Boston. And lasted there for about a year. I had a 1-year contract and lasted 1 year and 1 week and realized I didn't like large companies very much. And then founded TeamSupport in 2008. And we've grown to be one of the dominant players in this particular industry. We do customer service software. In hindsight, I've always been an entrepreneur, been a lifelong entrepreneur, but I'm not sure I called myself that until I started running my own company. I think the psychology of what makes a good entrepreneur is optimism. You have to always be looking forward, and even after a tough day, month, quarter, or year, you've got to have the optimism to think that you can continue going on and do better next year. And that's hard. There's certainly been times where I've looked and said, I don't know if we can do this. And through optimism and perseverance, and stubbornness probably, we've kept going and it's worked out well for us. Outside of running TeamSupport and spending a lot of time with my family, my other passions are flying. I've always loved flying. I've been very lucky. I started flying when I was 19, got my license when I was 20, and have flown and owned a progression of airplanes over that time. So I've been able to fly my own airplane, to visit prospective customers and close sales, visit existing customers and cement those relationships. And it's been an amazing business tool for me over the last 20 some odd years. If you are interested in education and a broad-based education and the broad liberal arts education, and you don't mind the cold and kind of the remoteness of Hamilton, New York, the breadth of opportunity at Colgate for a school of 2,800 students is simply amazing.